Hi everyone. One of the things I like best, winter, summer, autumn, spring, whatever it is curling up by the fire at the end of the day and listening to a story. And the stories I really enjoy are ones from all different countries of the world. I love about nature, and what I love best in the spring and summer is when the birds come back and you see lots of different birds with beautiful feathers and wonderful songs. I'd like to tell you today my version of a Native American story, which is called Rainbow Crow. A crow, as you know, is a black bird, a big black bird with a quack, quack, quack sort of a song. But that wasn't how the crow has always been. According to the Native American story of the Rainbow Crow, a long time ago, when the world was just brand new and all the creatures of the world were just working out their place and how the world worked, the Rainbow Crow had the most beautiful, bright wings, the most wonderful feathers, and the most beautiful song you have ever heard. So beautiful that all of the creation, all of the animals would ask Rainbow Crow, please sing for us, please sing for us. And the bird's song would make the flowers grow and the crops grow and all the animals were happy. Well, as I said, creation had just begun and everything and everyone was working out its place in this brand new world. Wonderful time playing together. And one day, a new thing came into the world. It was cold. It was white, and it fell from the sky. It was snow. The great Creator had just thought of snow, and snow was falling from the sky. And to begin with, all the animals loved snow and they played in it and they do just like you do and they threw snowballs and they skidded around. But after a while, this new snow thing didn't go. It stayed and it stayed and it made all the fruit on the trees, all the leaves on the trees, all the roots and flowers shrivel up. And still it didn't go. And the animals began to get hungry and hungrier and hungrier until they couldn't stand it anymore. And they went to Wise Old Owl, who lived in the middle of the forest, and they said, Wise Owl, what is this white thing and where has all our food gone? And Wise Owl said, I don't know. Just like you, I am learning about this brand new world. It must be something that the great Creator has thought of. And all the water is even frozen. There is no water even, Great Owl. What shall we do? Well, said the owl, the only thing we can do is that somebody must go to the great Creator and ask them to unthink this cold white stuff. We must ask them to unthink, let's call it winter. Yes, ask the great Creator to unthink winter and make it go away. But who should go? Well, the animals thought and chatted amongst themselves, and some of them said that they would really like to go. For example, Turtle said, I'll go. But everybody said, thank you so much, Turtle, but you're such a graceful, slow mover, and we need somebody to be fast. And the Coyote said, I'll go. And everybody said, thank you so much, Coyote, for your kind offer, but you get distracted quite quickly, and we would need somebody to come back very, very fast and tell us what to do. And we're worried that you might wander off and be distracted by something else. Well, eventually, the Rainbow Crow chirped, I'll go. And everybody was really worried. They said, Rainbow Crow, if you go, who will brighten our days with a beautiful song? It's just about the only thing that's keeping us going at the moment. Your beautiful rainbow feathers and your wonderful song. But you are fast and you are brave and you can fly higher than anyone we've ever seen. So eventually it was decided that the Rainbow Crow would fly up, up, up through the sky, past the clouds, up, up, up through the blue, as high, as high, as high as anyone had ever been before, all the way up to the great Creator. And the Rainbow Crow perched on the great Creator's shoulder and twittered his beautiful song into the great Creator's ear. The most beautiful song that the great Creator had ever heard. And the great Creator turned his beautiful wise head and asked the Rainbow Crow what was it that had made him so brave and so fearless to fly so high. Great Creator, please, you must unthink this frozen cold. Everybody down on earth is freezing and hungry and cold, 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 and there's nothing to eat and nothing to drink. And we're worried that we might not last very long. Please, please unthink this thing that we are calling winter. Well, the great Creator turned and said, Rainbow Crow, you are so brave, you are so kind, but I am so sorry. I cannot unthink winter. Once something has been thought of, there it is out in the world. I cannot bring back my thoughts. I cannot unthink. But as a reward for your bravery, I will help you. And the great Creator reached out a hand and drew a stick of fire from the sun and gave it to the Rainbow Crow. And he said, Rainbow Crow, you must fly back down to earth as fast as you can. And this is fire. And fire will melt the ice. And fire will warm the planet again. And fire will bring back the spring and the summer and all you need to bring back the food that you and your fellow creations need to survive. Well, Rainbow Crow knew that time was important, so he grabbed the stick of fire and flew as fast as he could back down to earth. Well, the stick was long, but the fire was fierce, and it had to be fierce to bring the fire bright and glowing back to earth and not be blown out by the speed at which the Rainbow Crow was flying. But the speed was making the fire smoke and it was making the smoke get to the crow and get inside the crow's beautiful lungs, and it was making the crow's beautiful feathers turn from rainbow to black. Soon the feathers were all scorched, so all the Rainbow Crow had was black, black feathers and black, black wings and a croaky voice by the time he got to the land. But still the fire was burning bright, and still the Rainbow Crow held on to the stick. And as he flew close to the land, he could see the fire working, and the snow was melting and the ice was melting, and suddenly, slowly and carefully, but there was fire. Fire brought to the land, and fire melted the ice, and it melted the snow, and it brought the warmth back to the land that all the crops needed. And suddenly there were leaves back on the trees, and there were new crops, new vegetables beginning to grow in the soil. The Rainbow Crow had done his job, and he landed back. Well, the animals didn't recognise him. What is this? Who is this? Said the animals. Where is Rainbow Crow? I am Rainbow Crow, croaked out the Rainbow Crow. I've done what is needed. Yes, Rainbow Crow, yes, thank you, you have done what is needed. Look, the world is not ice and snow anymore. There is enough food for us to eat. There is enough water for us to drink. What about your beautiful song? And the Rainbow Crow tried to sing one of its beautiful songs. Was all that came out. What about your beautiful feathers? Said the animal. You have given up so much. You're so brave and so kind, so generous. All your beautiful feathers have gone. Well, the animals thought this was too much to bear, and they called loudly all together up to the great creator. Great creator, please, you must help Rainbow Crow. And just like before, the great creator can't undo what has been done. But as a reward to the crow for his kindness in bringing fire and saving his friends, the great creator made sure that when the sun shone to remind everybody of the fire that he had brought back, rainbows can still be seen through the black feathers of a crow's wings. And that's really true. Today, if you look very carefully at a crow the next time the sun is on its wings, you can see the rainbow glinting underneath the black feathers, just to remind everybody of the wonderful, magical, brilliant thing that Rainbow Crow did in bringing his friends back to what they needed, bringing fire and warmth and spring and summer after the long first winter. And this fire's making me nice and warm too. And that's the wonderful thing about a fire. It helps you remember how lucky you are, keeps you warm and helps you remember wonderful, wonderful stories. I wonder what stories you'll tell around your next campfire. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye-bye.